have your fear, which might become reality. And you have Godzilla, which is reality.
I'm sick of Godzilla. Wake up, everyone! There are two things you don't know about the Earth. One is me, and the other is Godzilla.
We're safe enough. No human being can understand that. The monsters on Monster Island can understand it.
Whether he returns or not, or is never again seen by human eyes, the things he has taught us remain.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. YHS on Monster Island. It's been a long time since the two of us have, not since we've seen each other, but since we've been together on this screen. Last episode, Jay, you did was what our Halloween episode. You did it yourself.
Halloween week.
Man, yeah, I was looking through because I was like not remembering what toys I've showed off, and I was like, oh, and let me go through and I was like, the last episode where I showed toys off was like a whole month ago. So
yeah,
but we're back. We had Decon, we had Halloween, and
we're almost at Thanksgiving. We're going to go to holiday schedule. We only podcast the weeks of holidays.
Yep. So Thanksgiving and then Christmas. Jay, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's been so fun. And of course, for those that don't know, the reason that we had to skip that middle week or middle recording, if you will, was because we were in Las Vegas at Designer Con. That's a good excuse. We're going to let that one. I think we're good. Hopefully nobody's too mad at us because it's also the topic of the show. But I've been great, man. It's I don't want to say it's been like, it has been stressful, but a lot of it is like good stress, right? So, anytime we go to, whether it's G-Fest or Decon or Kaiju Go, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into boothing or running the event, like in Kaiju Go's case, or I know when you travel and you have to do a lot of YHS or toy anxiety work and all the stuff that you do in that world, it's stressful. There's a lot of stuff to do. And sometimes when you get home, you want to decompress, but it's not, once again, it's not bad stress. It's like, oh my gosh, great opportunity. So much fun. And so I just felt after we got back from Decon, I was just like, I needed a few moments to kind of decompress after that. But I'm ready to go, man. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, me too. And Decon is one of the funnest. It's one of the funnest trips for me. I was really, really looking forward to it. I have a really good time.
Yeah.
Like we drive out from Texas, so we're in the car for literally like 24 hours. Yeah. So, but it's a lot of fun, and I love that drive into Las Vegas, and it's just a good time. And we had a lot of friends there this year.
Yeah,
like literally too many to count. YHS was there, Jess was there, Chaz, Ron. Like just how we hung out with so many good people. Peter, and Gabby, and all the Mondo crew were there, and it was just a good time, man. I really enjoyed it. We
made new friends, which is it's like that's not great, man. Because like, how are we going to keep up with all this joking? It was awesome. Yeah, it's so neat. I was talking to Shelly when I got back, and I was saying like it's a lot of people that she's met through Kaiju Go as well in G-Fest, but there's almost like another level at Decon because you have the Mondo contingent, and then of course they were nice enough to let us meet a couple other folks from other amazing big companies that have a lot to do with the Kaiju world, and that we got to hang out with, and they're just really cool people.
Yeah,
it was awesome, and it's just a great time. And also our good buddy Sweaty Vinyl, I feel like he knows everybody at Decon, so he's always just shaking hands and kissing babies and introducing us to cool people. So I don't know, it's a great place.
Yeah, and I was telling, I mean, I might have been talking about this on YHS, or I was talking to Craig and Abby about it, but like, it used to be going to conventions is like your little group of people, and you're hanging out with your small group all weekend. But like Decon has gotten to the point where it's like, we know more people than we don't know that are vending, like Bull Airs and like Dave Igo and Lou's over there at the Marusan booth, and Octeal and Jenny Cherry are across. It's just like we know everybody at this point. So you're walking around just saying hi to everybody and buying toys, and
what a great place to do it. I mean, what a better backdrop. Is there a better backdrop than 700 artists and really cool toys in a more laid back place than most like conventions or toy shows or art show. Like it's a different vibe, and taking off the Toku Toy Town hat and the vending hat, and just as an attendee, it is probably the best show from an attendee standpoint. If you just like to be around cool people, nice people, and cool toys and cool art and cool everything. So I can't say enough good things about Designer Con, and hopefully that it continues to just keep doing what it's doing. I mean, this was year 20, so they got something going on, right? Yeah. They're doing something right. Yeah,
it's fun. I'm excited for next year, man. But we got a lot of pickups, so many. I was trying to think. I showed a lot of mine off on Toy Anxiety last night. I got some extras here we'll do, but I was like trying to remember all the stuff you got. I was like, man, what did Jay get? I know he got this. So I'm excited to see everything. Do we got like news we're going to rapid fire? What do you want to do? Do you want to do?
So, I think we owe it to our loyal fans and listeners, because they really care about what we think about news items. They can't live without it.
Yeah.
Since it's been a long time, there's been some huge stuff in the general like kaiju community that you're probably like, how can these guys say they're YHS on Monster Island when they haven't talked about anything that's happened over the last month? And so we're going to remedy that and all other cool toy releases and toy news that's happened over the last month in our first ever rapid fire, if you will, where I'm going to limit to Jake to like one-word responses on everything, but we'll give it a try.
It's the Monster Island news for you. It's everything about kaiju from that Monster Island crew. There are others that do it and they're okay to choose, but there's only one super trusted, amazingly handsome Monster Island crew. Can you believe they're doing that to the Monsterverse? You missed another on Raccoon Lottery, that's the worst. You didn't hear about all those exclusives, no, you're not cursed. You just need another source for news and you'll find out first. Oh yeah, the Monster Island news for you. It's everything about kaiju from that Monster Island crew.
All right. Oh, and also real quick, a random thing that happened at DCon. We had these two nice people come up to the booth and they said they listened to the show, and I was like, "Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. We love it." I probably was setting up. I probably was like, "Oh, whatever." But they were very nice. If I wasn't, I apologize. But they said that they sing our teaser song, our bumper songs. I'm like, heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
heck yeah.
That's great.
I can die a happy man now. So let's look at some news that happened. So I will go through this, Jake. I say one word. If you give me one word, we can go on. You're obviously, as the lead of the show, you're allowed to do 2 words, but no more.
Okay.
So rapid fire. Okay. First off, let's go all the way back to Godzilla Day, all the way back to November 3rd. We haven't even talked about what we have on the show. -1, the sequel. It got its name. What do you think about Godzilla -0?
Sure.
Perfect. Love it. Okay. Also on Godzilla Day, we had the short film. We love the short films. That's one of our favorite things as fans. You and I, like, if we disagree on everything in the rest of the kaiju world, this is one thing we will always agree on. They're an amazing addition to the community. We saw in the Godzilla short the debut of the Burning Millennium Godzilla.
Looks cool.
Okay, also, hey, we're going to sneak a little toy news in here. On Godzilla Day, Mondo released the Trendy 2 variant, very similar to the Trendy 1 variant, but not the same. Painted by our good buddy Octeil. Thoughts?
I love this. Yeah.
Me too. Okay, now, other huge news. Maybe besides the naming of the sequel, we had the teaser trailer for Legacy of Monsters Season 2. It's coming out in February, which isn't that kind of crazy? I thought it was going to be like
kind of
way later.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. Yeah. Having a trailer and just being like, hey, this is coming out in 3-4 months, whatever. It's like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I love that. So we know that there's going to be 10 episodes. We know that Kurt Russell's returning, as most of the cast from season 1 is as well. We saw a new Titan. So thoughts on season 2?
Super into this. Liked season 1. I'm glad all the cast is coming back.
Okay, follow up. We saw the tentacles coming out of
Mhm.
the ocean. We know there's a new Titan. It was in the write-up from Monarch about a new mysterious Titan from the sea. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, is this another Kraken like from the anime? The anime show took place in the early 90s. This is later. So that one is dead, decapitated, whatever. So is it another Kraken? Is it Nakika from the Titanus Nakika from the comics and that we've heard about, a very octopus tentacled looking creature? Or are we just getting the Toho giant octopus again? Are we getting a new version of the giant octopus? Any thoughts on the new Titan?
Yeah, I wouldn't look too much into it. I just think it's going to be a whole new creature that, like, all of the King Kong movies so far have had like a tentacled creature in it. So I don't think it's anything we've seen before. It's just something with tentacles. Yeah.
Man, he does like to beat up some monsters with tentacles. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat, Mr. Kong. Okay, so let's talk toys. Most of the rest of the stuff is straight up toy news. So Marusan had the 8th creative Sovi rally. This used to be like the Mandarake creative Sovi rally. I think this was actually held outside of Mandarake. But they had 2 lucky bags. They had a Toho one, which featured this really cool 54 translucent orange and green and this translucent blue on blue kind of a 73 Godzilla, their version of 73. Or you had this crazy lucky bag where you had opportunity to get one of the 5. These all are 450s. They have the Kanagon and the Gabora, both the open frill and closed frill. They have the guy that did Gojiban, the sculpt of the Busca with the translucent blue, and then the classic Marusan 450 blue Busca. So if you went in there, and the Toho Lucky Bag, I believe, is a little bit cheaper, 350 size versus 450. But let's just pretend they're the same amount of money. If you have enough for one Lucky Bag to get one of these toys, are you going with the Toho Lucky Bag? Or are you going with the Subaraya Lucky Bag?
I'm going Subaraya.
Me too. Oh my God, me too. Want that? I love the Kanagon and the Gabora, that pink color. It looks very vintage.
I want Gojiban Busca.
Yeah. I have the orange one. I've been thinking about getting the pink one as well, and this blue one good with it. They're very good. I love that one. Very cool stuff. Okay, so let's talk some X Plus and let's talk some Ultra Q. We have coming out on the Subaraya store right now through January 4th. You can pre-order. Coming out in April, a large monster series, a daikaiju series, 25 centimeter series. Pick your name. Garamon, and he does come out of the Garadama, out of the meteor from X Plus. This is cool.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I want to buy this right now.
Yeah, and you can go get a proxy. Subaraya Store Japan, done. You got one.
This is awesome.
It's very cool. Yeah, it's very cool. Well, guess what? X Plus was like, hey, Ultra Q. We're almost done with 2025 and that 60-year anniversary of Ultra Q. So let's also release this really cool X Plus Kanagon with the little cocoon that plays music, has sounds. So this is gonna be up for pre-order at the Shonen Rick site, Japan only right now, with a shipping date in January. So hey, the Garamon Kanagon double dip. Kudos to you, X Plus. Kudos to you.
Great.
Look how cool this is.
Yeah, I want them both.
Oh my God, to have a little, like 10 centimeter looking, 8 centimeter little cocoon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So cool. Caractix does that really cool Kanagon kind of lounging in the cocoon, but it's small. I think there needs to be more cocoon Kanagon.
I agree.
Personally.
Yeah.
Okay, did you see this? I don't know if you saw this online.
I did.
It's hard to miss when you're scrolling through and you see this pop of fluorescence. But Sun Guts is releasing a cool 3-pack. They're kind of Destroy All Monster series with Godzilla 68, Rodan, and their what normally is a little 2-pack with Amanda and Varan. And there's this fluorescent yellow, pink, and green. This is going to be a Gallery of Hakuba exclusive. I Absolutely love this. This speaks to me in many, many ways. I'm all in.
It hurts my eyes, but I like it.
Is that a nice way of saying not for me, but I'm glad other people want?
Yes.
These sculpts are great. I love their Rodan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now we had the Toku Toy Town booth. We had, I think, the second release of this, which was a little bit different, a little more kind of bright, bold colors, if you will. This is part of that Bandai Godzilla vinyl art series with Talma, and this is the tribal red version, a little bit more muted colors of Godzilla 95. It's a unique, interesting sculpt, an interesting interpretation of Godzilla. And this one is, I believe, up right now on the Bandai, like the premium Bandai Japan site. So thoughts on this guy?
I like this one better than the one we had at the show. I like these colors a lot more, and I like the design on them. It reminds me of like a Daruma doll.
It does, and I think it feels more connected to the paint, the blending on the paint. The other one, I like crazy bold colors. I just felt it seemed almost very patchwork, and it was like very almost like the delineation between color and color was almost too much, and it didn't look like what it costs. It looked a little bit like cheaper painted than I know it is. But anyway, okay, moving on. Hey, I ordered this one. I'll go ahead and say this one. I pre-ordered this one. I was not going to miss out on this guy from Kaiju Smuggler, who, if you remember, they recently released that really cool 62 with the tree. That looked really cool. This is a Mechagodzilla, half transformed Mechagodzilla with a black hole Planet 3 alien. And it says tribal red version because of copy and paste. But, I always hide in one typo every time. And this is a Gallery of Hakuba site exclusive. Go get it, guys. It ends on December 8th. I think this will be, for 2026, I think this will be one of the most talked about, sought after figures. I think this is absolutely gorgeous.
Well, it's the black hole alien that does it for me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And yes, but 1B on awesomeness is I love the transition swirls from the Godzilla skin to the Mechagodzilla body. I think that's really cool. Nice little touch.
I agree.
Really cool stuff. So I don't know. Good job, Kaiju Smuggler. Okay. One line that we've talked about a lot, and I know we're both just huge fans of and so excited about, but this is release number 3, was the Troglodyte for the Planet X Star Ace Harryhausen line. We got Kraken, we got Cyclops, and now we're going with the Trog. Look, the Troglodyte to me does not carry the weight of the Kraken and the Cyclops. Period. End of sentence. But I do think this figure is really good.
I agree. It's not like what I was expecting to be the third toy in the series, but it's still like no misses so far. Like it's different, but it is a good toy.
Maybe the sculptor at Planet X was just like, you know what? I just finished the Cyclops. Look, I'm like, my mind's in these like humanoid creatures. Let's just knock one more out.
Yeah.
Done. Take Jay's money. Go have a nice dinner. It'll be amazing. So I'm excited. I pre-ordered this. I don't know if there's going to be a creature monster in this line that I won't be 100% all over.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be. It's just
you gotta get them all.
Collect them all.
This could be a very extensive line. So.
Oh yeah, that's the best part too. Is like you just never know where they're going to go. I know you'll like this one. We haven't talked about the Toho Maniacs line in a while. They do really good stuff in that 6-7 inch scale. Their Sarazawa, the Mysterians, like they have a lot of really cool stuff. Their Matango was great. Well, they're coming back with a glow in the dark version that is up for pre-order now on X Plus Japan with shipping in March. I thought this was cool. A good way to and they aren't doing like 75 different variants right out of the gate. I believe this is the first variant, and Matango was one of the first ones that they released. So I think this is really cool. And I totally get the glow in the dark gimmick on this one. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I agree. It looks really good. The colors are really nice on this.
Yeah. And for those that love Matango, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be one that goes on many a shelf.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rapid fire continues. Okay. So X Plus North America. I feel like they've been doing a lot of color variants on sculpts that we've seen from X Plus. You know, they did they've done the 62, but painted like an Imperial and things like that. So this is one I think that hits a little bit better to me, is the poster version for Godzilla 89 with this green dusting. Now, I'm not saying I love the application on it, because I really don't, but at least it makes sense to the X Plus collector. I think the taking a 62 and trying to make it an Imperial colorway was a bit of a stretch.
Mhm.
This one, I think, at least is a little bit more on the nose, and it'll be interesting to see how this does. But it'll be available here.
Well, this looks like, you know, when Godzilla gets puked on in the movie,
Yeah.
so it works. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I to me, like, so this is not to go on a diatribe here because this is rapid fire, but the poster color version, like, hey, if you're gonna make a poster version, make it look like the Godzilla on the poster, which is, I know it's 89, but it doesn't look like, this is just, I'm taking it and painting some green on it and saying it's the poster color version. I don't like that as much as, like, hey, the poster version would be an awesome sculpt, especially for the giant, crazy looking Biollante behind it. But very cool stuff. Okay. Hey, speak of a brand that we don't talk about a lot, Monster Arts. We don't talk a lot of SH Monster Arts on here. Neither of us really collected. I know you have collected it.
Used to,
in the past. Yeah. And so you know a lot more about it than I do. It's never been one that I've pursued, but I thought this was really cool because they released a Final Wars versus the Gotengo set. I think this is really cool because anytime that I see vehicles, especially ones that are, you know, important to the movie, done in toy form, I think it's always a win. And I love this one with the heat ray application, but also comes with the Gotengo. So I thought this was actually a really cool toy.
Yeah, I think all of Monster Arts stuff looks great. They're usually pretty spot on with their sculpts, and you know, if you're the kind of toy collector who wants all the articulation, then this is the way to go.
Yeah, very cool stuff. And like I said, anytime I see a Gotengo, we're going in. Okay, you have to love these, dude. You have to love these. So, Paragon, we know the Oxygen Destroyer. Well, we don't know. We hope the Oxygen Destroyer is getting made. They have the tree topper heads of Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. They're now doing bubblers for your fish tank or for your just big tank of water with no fish in it. It's okay. They're doing, I think this is so cool, the Godzilla skeleton and a Dr. Serizawa. I thought this was great. Like, imagine if you have a huge aquarium and it's beautiful fish or whatever you put in there, like, and then you have a Dr. Serizawa and a Godzilla skeleton, like, perfect.
Yeah, these are super rad. I love that somebody's doing this kind of stuff.
But you are going to hate us, listeners, because I believe today, as we're recording, is the last day to pre-order. So when you hear this, so check eBay. I don't know.
Yeah.
But good job, Paragon. They're doing some cool stuff. Oh, I put this one in for you, buddy. As our resident, like, you know, horror historian and lover of all things from Universal Monsters to, you know, cheap indie gore, I thought this was cool that X Plus is coming out with these really cool soft vinyl Frankensteins for the 95th anniversary next year of Frankenstein 31. So they have the cool kind of traditional sofubi style Frankenstein from 31. And then Toma, who did that Godzilla we saw a couple slides ago, the tribal red version, they're doing their interpretation in partnership with Universal Monsters on their kind of cool soft vinyl Frankenstein. So I don't know if you saw these. I mean, in your horror circles,
I did see these, and I actually meant to send these to Peter because I figured Peter would love that 31, and I love it. That might be a pickup for me. It looks really great.
It does. It is very, very cool. And you know, I was surprised that these were X Plus. You know, to be honest with you, I thought, like, could I see Metacom doing something like this? Heck yeah! But this is really cool. I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised. Like, these are very cool. Very, very, very cool. Okay, on to the next one. Okay. Oh, dude, I sent you this. A Hong Kong sofubi maker, Best Before, and they partnered with the artist Club Babo, and they've released this it's not a set, like you can buy them individually, but these are awesome. They do a Canagon, a Pigmon, a King Jonah Busca, These are about 5 inches tall, 4.5, 5 inches tall. And here's the cool part. They ship to the US. They're $50 each.
Yeah.
And of course the shipping's not cheap, but it's not like crazy. I mean, like it's what you expect. You don't have to go through a proxy or anything like that. And these are available. Now, they are also, if you, I think we've talked about this before, but you know that silly cartoon or ultra cartoon like Kaiju Step that has like the weird, very weird Busca and Pigmon and stuff. Well, anyway, they actually do the characters from those as well on their site. So if you go to the Best Before site, I think it's like Best Before with an E, HK for Hongkong.com. They have a section for Club Babo, which you'll see these in, and they'll have one for Kaiju Step. And those are also like $50 or $60. And they're very, very cool too. So I ordered all 4 of these. The Canagon's my favorite. The Canagon smile. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that makes me happy.
Yeah, there's great. I'm literally on the website right now. I'm looking at
go
the
to
Kaiju
Step.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Kaiju Steps right now.
Yeah, they're the ones with those little silly like videos I sent you. Like they're just so silly and goofy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like if you're ever having a bad day, go like YouTube Kaiju Step, and you don't have to speak Japanese. I don't, and it just make you no idea what they're talking about. It just makes you happy. It's just so great.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I know, right? Sorry about that, but also
leave that open so I can buy it after the show.
I know it's so good. It's so good. Shame on Jay. Hey, everybody! Like you can make fun of me for till the next recording because we're at DCon. We go to the your good friend David Igo, who's an awesome toy sculptor, toy maker. Monstores. It was a successful Kickstarter. Like he's awesome. Great dancer and karaoke, by the way.
Yeah.
We go to the booth and he's there helping out the team from Acro. We talk about Acro all the time because the Kaiju remix series, the Gyango we have, the Miklos, like the sculpting there is just amazing. Well, they also have on display the little thing about they're doing this partnership with James Groman, and he's doing kind of a Kaiju remix of one of my favorite Kaiju, Shibozu. And we don't even talk about it. Love this. Whatever this costs, I'm getting. And I know our good buddy Scott Hall, who's also a huge Shibozu fan, he's going to be getting this. Like, yes. As much as I love Sad, just like kicking the dirt, hands behind his back, just all ho-hum, this Shibozu is really cool.
Yeah.
It's very Gromanized.
I'm ready to see this in color because I'm imagining the inside in between the bone is going to just be crazy looking.
Oh yeah, I bet you he doesn't do like the old suit was just white and black. I bet you he does like the actual like color.
I can see like veins and stuff in there.
Yeah. Oh, Groman's gonna. I mean, his stuff is wild. Yeah. Like the talent that man has on that is just otherworldly. Taking on this and in this style, which I think the team at Acro is just on to something. Like the Kaiju remix series is amazing, but like what a cool collaboration.
Yeah.
Like, yes, and then some, but I'm so pumped. So awesome stuff there. Okay, moving on from this. We have to talk about this. Now, if we're going back to the 1-word or 2-word responses, I'm sure you'll be like, not shocked is probably the answer. But
sure.
I do think like we have to mention that Super 7's closing its retail locations and because of its importance. And you know what? Look, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not a Super 7 collector. I have a few things. The reaction line I think is great, and I know this doesn't mean that Super 7 is going anywhere yet, but the stores are closing, and I know they've sold a lot of Kaiju product to a lot of people in various stages of learning and becoming Kaiju fans. So for that, we tip our caps. But once again, I don't think that this is necessarily shocking to anybody in the toy community.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, not much more to say about that. Like, I agree. Super 7's done some really great stuff. They've been around for a long time, but it's been pretty obvious in the toy world that Super 7's been shrinking, and they didn't have a presence at DCon or almost zero presence at Comic-Con, which is pretty telling. So So it's a bummer, but – we'll see what happens from here.
And then last, I want to end on a little fun game. These are, over the last week, these are 4 reveals that we saw on Instagram that I saw. And I wanted you to pick which one you like best. You don't have to wait on accessibility or anything. Just which one you think, if you had to pick one. This one of one from the Neoclassic exhibit in Shanghai, this Godzilla 2000. I believe it's the first release of their sculpt of Godzilla 2000. This Canna Burger. We'll be talking more about Hamburger and Ultra Kaiju later, but this was a Mandarake Sofubi Fest, Sofubi Jam from Barely Human. And then we got to talk about we've seen the Bull Air's Longhorns, which are their high tops, but these are released their at Decon. They announced the release of their Ultraman Shorthorns, which are their normal, not high top, their low top shoes. And then from Mushroom Toys, and we actually ended up seeing this at Decon, but we saw the reveal of it for the Taipei Toy Festival. This really cool, like Shin Godzilla with some Shin Godzilla hit the gym. You know, I mean, like it's very like lean, but yet buff, athletic Shin Godzilla, like ready to fight some MMA fighter Shin Godzilla. But anyway, so what say you if you had to pick one of these?
I'm trying to get Bull Airs to make me some vegan Ultraman shoes, some non-leather, because I really love his Ultraman shoes. I'm not going to buy leather, but I think I got to make me a pair of non-leather Ultraman shoes. I love them. Those look great. The other my runner up is the Canna Burger, and I don't know.
And it's Beyond Burger. It's not. It's also vegan.
It's a Beyond, yeah. But the Canna Burger. So Resident Jim posted all his leftovers online yesterday, and he did have a Canna Burger available to buy, but I didn't buy it because it wasn't this colorway. It was the pink one.
Yeah, because I bought
the pink one. I saw it and I purposely didn't buy it because I was like, you know what? I don't want the pink. I want the regular color, and the regular color to me says burger a little more than the pink does.
Oh, of course.
It was hard, but I also, you know what? I love his Kappa so much, Jay. And he had a bunch of the Kappa also up. But it was really, I was like, I just had Designer Con. I'm going to LA in a week. It's Christmas. Yeah. Don't buy a $200 Kappa right now. But those are my answers. Those two are the best, I think.
I agree. I'm with you. I'm excited. I want to get the Ultraman shoes. I also I've honestly had the Denver The Last Dinosaur shoes in my cart. I think Bull Airs is great. Like what they do. Yeah. I mean,
it does good stuff.
Again, I'll ignore the leather thing for you, but like from an artistic standpoint, like I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't know what designs work best or not, but I just, from like my uneducated view, like I love a lot of the stuff that they do because hey, they have to be, for some of these licenses they get, I mean, they have to be kind of on the nose and like really make sure that when you're wearing these shoes, like it is of that, you feel like it's of that brand or of that property. And they do a good job without being like so over the top that it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm not going to wear like walking around in like Ultraman's mask on my feet. So like, I don't know. I think they do a great job.
I agree. Yeah.
They're super, super duper talented. And we did a rapid fire news. We went through like 100 items in like 20 minutes. So
we did it.
Us.
Now, how long is it going to take to do our pickups?
Well, let's find out.
They love that sweet soft vinyl. Get it as much as they can. Sometimes it's a glitter Godzilla, and sometimes it's Vector Man. For those best exclusives, it's gonna cost lots of yen. And let's hope that Sofubi is off their holiday top 10. Yeah, they got Kaiju pickups. Oh, what a glorious day. Oh, Kaiju pickups. Now back to Jake and Jay.
It's my first pickup. Yeah. So yeah, so hey, like before we even get to talk about decon, right before actually technically my birthday was after decon, but when you came in the night before we left,
Yeah.
you gave me this amazing birthday present, this awesome luchador mask, lucha libre mask of Ultraman, and Jake didn't even know this, but one of my favorite luchadors of all time is Damien 666. Hey, anybody watch J Cup 95? His match with Grand Naniwa, my favorite match of all time. So good. But he was the one that wrestled as Ultraman in Japan. So double meaning on this one, but super awesome. So yeah, I mean, it's like, look at this. This is freaking amazing. So thank you. Like one of the best birthday gifts ever.
Oh,
and yeah, I mean, I had two awesome birthday gifts that had to do with Godzilla. I got the other ones that I got. We'll talk about because they're from Decon, but also this amazing shirt I'm wearing. Also a birthday present from my good buddy Michael and Ash. I love you guys. You're the best. This is so awesome. Little Punk Drunkers and Subaraya mashup here. So cool. And then the other one that won't be something I show off, but I didn't even tell you this. The kids for my birthday, they, my wife and my kids don't watch a lot of Godzilla. I got Jackson into it a little bit. We all sat down as a family at night and all wore matching Godzilla shirts that they got.
Oh.
And we watched Godzilla's Revenge.
Wow.
And at the end, Jackson looks at me and he goes, I like when the kid does the headbutt on the other kid. And so that was it. But yes, I'm going to take this off so I can see what I'm doing.
Go ahead. Please take your mask off. Oh man. I hope, Jay, I hope maybe one day for work you wear that all day.
Yeah.
Or wear it out somewhere or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad you like that. I was going through your room tour video from a couple years ago and pausing it on your masks. Make sure you didn't have it already when I bought it.
I love it, dude. No, it's kind of shame on me for not having it. I mean, it's,
well, I was kind of surprised. Like it popped up and like I didn't know anything about it. I knew that there were wrestlers, who kind of wrestled as Ultraman, but I wasn't 100% sure what was what. But I saw it and I was like, oh, this is clearly just Ultraman,
Yeah.
So I was like, he needs this. So.
Yeah, no, it's I think there was an Ultraman 2000 or something. It was, I don't know, it's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
But no, before we get into the pickups, like Decon this year, it was a little bit different. Obviously, like there was bad storms on Saturday, so I think maybe the attendance was down a little bit then and all that stuff. But it was the drive out there is actually, I think, and the drive back, but like especially the drive out there because we haven't seen anything yet, and it's like you're kind of the anticipation. I should say it's one of my favorite things that I do all year. That's such a fun drive out, and it's not because of the scenery, but it's just fun catching up and talking about a lot of fun projects we have in the works and other things that we're doing, and just cool toys and stuff that we see popping up during our drive on there. Like, hey, have you seen this? So I don't know. I think it is something that I look forward to. It's so fun.
Yeah, same. To me, it's the same thing. The drive out there and just talking and figuring stuff out and making plans it's the best thing.
How do you like? Before we get into the toy part, but like overall, did you like this year's, like not just the event, but like overall? But I mean, parts of this year I liked a lot better. I think like having Jess out there was also so cool, and Craig and Abby and other people that weren't there last year. But I think the people part of it was better this year than even last year.
I agree. Like I was saying earlier, it's like I feel like I knew more people this time, had more friends there, and I really enjoyed the Creature Bazaar karaoke.
Yes, that was so fun. Oh my god,
it was so fun, and it was so good that there was a point where I was annoyed that I didn't sign up.
Yeah,
because I thought it was going to be this thing that maybe we didn't even go to, and then I was like, "Oh, we'll stop in." Then Michael was like, "Well, I put in a song," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, we got to go watch Michael." And then it just became a thing. We got in there, and I'm like, "Oh, this is all Decon people."
Yeah.
Everybody.
And then he makes the finals.
He made the finals.
Oh, Michael was awesome, and then it was so cool because I agree. I think I had so much fun at the Mondo party last year, but it was just, it was, you're at a bar, like you're hanging out with people and talking to people, and that was great. But, the entertainment was just hanging out with the people. And the good news is like, I talked to them the whole weekend. So seeing like more of a, a show, if you will, it was so wacky and crazy. You have James Groman and Paul Kaiju and the Punk Drunkers dude, all they like as the judges. It was so fun.
It was fun.
To them. Punk Drunkers and Creature Bazaar just kicked ass. But Michael should have won. He was robbed. He was easily the best one there. He was so good.
I agree with that. Yeah, Jay, another thing that I really loved, had a really good time. There was one morning, me and Jess got up. We walked across the street and met Peter and Gabby for breakfast at there's like a diner inside their hotel. And I mean, it was just such a good time. It was just the four of us for a little bit. And then you showed up and
to ruin everything.
But it was just for like the kind of, we were just having like really good talks about all kinds of whatever. And then you were there, and then, Chaz was there, and then Hector and Gabby and everybody else down. And then there were like a couple tables of people, and it just, to me, that's the kind of stuff I love. It kind of feels special. It's like the toy show is great, but like being like, yeah, we spent like 2 hours just like having coffee and hanging out was really awesome. So, yeah, it's good times over there.
Nice. Well, do you want to get into some pickups?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Okay. So I can start, and I'm actually going to do a couple non-decon pickups first because it's been a while. Not a ton of stuff, but definitely quality over quantity on this one. So where do I want to start on that front? Those are all decon. Oh, I got to start here. Duh. I got to start here. So, guys, my favorite. Hamitsu Keikaku, Thumping Monster Splash Splash. Well, he has his arch enemy now. So, first off, in this amazing box, we are now introduced to the first release of Thumping Monster Guri Guri. So here's Thumping Monster Guri Guri. He is awesome. You don't mess with this guy. He, like, I might root for him over Splash Splash, and I love Splash Splash. So this guy, Hamitsu Keikaku, is onto something. I mean, look at that guy. Look at that guy. This is the greatest, maybe the greatest toy of all time. So that's it. Like, I mean, so excited that I finally have another sculpt from this amazing artist.
Jay, I was at your house when you opened that, and I swear to God, it was like watching a 6-year-old. That is I love the box that guy comes in, the Happy Meal shaped box, and
100% even has like their stand out here, like, it's like I love He's So Evil and stuff, and Splash Splash is sticking his tongue out. Look at that. He's like, don't mess with me, man. It's very cool. They got something. Now, speaking of cool, and I think like sometimes when we say greatest toy of all time, maybe like I just did, it's always like it's a little hyperbolic, and it's like, yeah, it's one of our favorite toys. It's awesome. Like, it's an A+. I would spend 15 times more to keep it, like to have it, to buy it. It's that good. But I actually think this next toy, from truly just a paint application colorway standpoint, might be the most impressive thing in my collection. And we had the opportunity to meet and talk to and buy some stuff from Todd Robertson at Kaiju Go Mecha Virus. Came down with Mark Nagata. They do some really cool stuff. And Mark does that really cool Aztec eyes on that I think is so cool. Well, Todd had a custom show that I think was last weekend. And he had some like ridiculous pieces that he painted, some of his own stuff, and then he painted all the rest. And I was able to snag one of the eyes-ons. And like, I think when you like see a Todd Robertson Mecha Virus paint job in person, it just transports you to another world. It's that good. But this was the one that I was able to pick up. And it is like, I didn't know if it could get better than the Spectre Man, the fake Spectre Man that he did for me, because I thought that was just so wild and so good. But this is just, everything is done with like a precision that, I mean, honestly, like, I just don't see in other like amazing. I mean, this is masterful stuff, and I mean, I love the colorway in general, but when you get down to it, like some of this blending, like it shouldn't happen. Like colors should not do this, and I was so happy to get this. It's my third piece that Macrovirus has painted with the that crazy ancient guardian guy that he has that is ridiculous, and then the fake Spectre Man, but now the Aztec eyes on it. It looks so good. I love the Aztec, like the face with the tongue sticking out of the skull. So good. So design Nagata, Mysteria, all the with the Aztec sculpt and Todd to finish this off. It's so freaking good. That's beautiful. The stuff is unreal. And thank you to Sweaty for Vinyl for cluing me in on how great he was. I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is my new favorite in that world. So I had one more. Did I have one more? Well, I have one that was given to me at DCon before the show started. Another birthday present. And so, Jake, you got me the Ultraman mask. Mm-hmm. Sweaty got me this amazing Punk Drunkers Subaraya shirt. But then you partnered together. You conspired to give me one of the coolest things I own. This is a Jacob Walsh painted, our good buddy from Creature Bazaar, Kwong. Yeah. The sofubi toy of him, but with your paint job. And he's like, this is like horror movie Kwong with blood. Just like, this is awesome, dude. This is so good. Look at that.
Yeah. I just liked that you can make his hands like this, and I'm they gotta be covered in blood. So and the 100%. Teeth, the sharp teeth.
I love the sharp teeth. Look at that. The toy's great, by the way. It's an awesome toy.
It's a cool toy. Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought this was awesome. I love the blending there on the pants. It looks so good. The overalls.
This is my second time touching an airbrush, so you're being generous. But
no, I love it. I love the. Look at that. It looks like he just like ripped somebody's jugular vein out with it. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, like this is so cool. Yeah. So Kwong, you've never looked better, buddy. You need Jacob to paint you more often. This is so cool. Very cool.
I'm glad you liked it.
I know. I should have brought it to karaoke. That should have been my thing. I should have brought it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been great. In my Punk Drunker shirt. And, it would have been really cool.
Maybe Michael would have won if he had it peeking out of his shirt pocket.
Oh, Michael. We got next year. Next year we can do that. Hopefully they'll do karaoke again. So onto my pickups. I got some really cool ones. I actually got less toys, I think, this year than I did last year. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I would say that last year was better. I think this year might have been actually even better. And I got some really cool stuff last year. So I'm going to start off with one of the first things that I got that you also got. So if you want to, because you actually expanded on this and got another one, but I think it was one of the first purchases that you and I had, and we made at the same time, was we're walking over and we see this amazing artist that we saw it like on Instagram and stuff. Edwin Salazar, I believe his name, and he does amazing wood sculptures. Mm-hmm. And I got this really cool Pigmon, and it's so good. There he is. And then you and Jess were so inspired that you went back and you got, I think, maybe the second coolest wooden toy there. And that amazing ball. Look at that, dude.
Well, the Balton was the one I had seen. He had he had posted some, or it was in one of the Designer Con stories or something, and it was the Balton. So we were like, we got to go find the Balton. Mm-hmm. But then when we got there, he had the Pigmons, and I was like, well, the Pigmon is the winner.
Yeah.
So we bought these, but we had to go back and complete that, little set. And I guess I collect wooden Godzilla or Kaiju now because I have the ones from G-Fest, the Godzilla. So these are awesome.
And you know what I like about that? The style that these are done versus the Dominic Navarra Godzilla stuff that you have, it's all wood. It's very different, and it looks so cool.
Very different, but I just love that it's handmade and it's this is made with love. Look at
I know. Yeah, 100%.
These are amazing. These are
such a nice guy too.
Such a cool dude. He actually I don't know how he did it so quick, but I woke up with him following me on Instagram and thanking me for talking about his toys on Toy Anxiety. And I was like, it just aired last night. I was like,
that's amazing.
Yeah. So good. Very nice dude. Good dude. Toys are amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I hope and here's the thing for those that follow him and they're at Decon, those were the kaiju that he did, but his other stuff, his other properties and creatures and monsters and superheroes and everything were equally as
he had all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Great. His stuff was great. And I hope there's more artists that kind of take on that medium and do it and find. Oh yeah, there he is. There it is.
He's also got 4 eyes.
I know. I didn't even notice that.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. But really good stuff. I hope he continues to do really cool.
Me too.
Ultra kaiju, because I think he could do some really crazy stuff.
Yeah. But I got a list for him.
Nice. The next one I got from, I'm going to do these together because this was also a birthday present. One of these was a birthday present, but I'll lead in with one that, we talk a lot about Chaz on here. Chaz Foreman, Chaz Bro Toys, the master of Bang Kong and Star Monkey Go and Tahara and Zaragora and all these creatures. This roster of, monsters and toys that he's released. It's just growing and growing, and we're happy to be close to him so we can get first dibs. But I have one of his Zaragora candy cases, made in Japan, traditional sofubi, but old school vintage style candy case of his character that you see in a lot of the Kaiju Go stuff, kind of the Baltan, the evil villain, the antithesis, the antagonist to Tahara. And I got what I felt was my favorite colorway. It was this green, it's this metallic maroon kind of head. It was awesome. I loved it. It was just perfect. And they're functional candy cases too, so they're great. But he had one that I had not seen, and it was all black with a little bit of red. So compared to a normal Chaz paint job, it was a little bit more simple. It was only 2 colors, has no crazy stuff that he does. But I fell in love with this guy, and so I had to pick him up. And it's this really cool Zaragora. And I love the black. He's like a ninja, ninja alien, but it's a working candy case. So you can put some candy in here, but I'm excited. And also I have a Tahara and his Mexican bootleg Tahara and his Tahara Tower. So I needed 2 Zaragoras to even out the thing.
True.
But so good. But then of course, since he's one of the nicest human beings in the world and truly is, and one of the best artists, he was so nice. He got me an awesome present from our friend Kevin over at Vintage Selection was there. He has an awesome store in Whittier, California. He partnered with a booth and brought a lot of his awesome inventory. And if you like vintage Japanese toys, he is the man. So I think it's Pristine Art is how you follow him on Instagram, but Vintage Selection is the store. They have so much cool stuff. They know their stuff. He's a great guy. We love Kevin. Chaz has known Kevin for a while, and went to the booth, and it was just the cool thing about Decon is a lot of the stuff they do there is it might be vintage inspired, but a lot of it is modern.
Yeah.
But then Kevin comes and brings stuff from the early 70s and stuff. And one thing I picked up was this ridiculous, doesn't make any sense, target practice, kids target practice set with a little gun and bullets and a belt and a whistle for some reason. It's like a sheriff, but with a handgun. It makes no sense. But it's this Pachi Godzilla style with what is obviously Godzilla, Baragon, and maybe Bimular. I don't know, but look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this header, dude.
It's amazing.
I mean, and I love the little targets. You have Baragon here he's crushing a car in his hand. I love the Pachi. Oh, and the best thing is the Jaguar logo there on the gun. This thing shouldn't exist. There's no reason for it to, but yet it does, and it's amazing. Oh, and then on the back, it's Mogura destroying a train because why not?
Wow.
Yeah. This is I will look at this again in 6 months, and I'll be like, oh, I discovered something new. It's so cool. It's going to stay in the bag. I have a little vintage shelf over there that it's going to be fit perfectly. But this is absolutely one of my favorite things I got. Maybe the things I have in my life.
One of the coolest things ever. I spent a lot of time at that booth.
Yeah,
they're a really great follow on Instagram. They always get the kind of stuff I want, and like 3 or 4 of my pickups came from that booth. So
yeah, they're wonderful. They get vintage, yes. They also get like just weird stuff, like weird good. Speaking of vintage, we'll stay in the 70s. This is a present I got for myself because it was one of those things where if it didn't sell, I was going to keep it, and it didn't sell. So yay! This is from Takatoku Toys from the 70s, who had licenses for a few Toei Tokusatsu shows, and this is from Akumizer 3, which I got to show Jake his first viewing of episode 1 of Akumizer 3.
Amazing show. I loved it. I'm in.
So I got this cool toy of Zabatan, the main character. So very cool. I love, obviously we're sofubi. I love the sword comes out, but the hilt of the sword is still, the bottom half is still in there. It looks a little, you could probably interpret that a different way there, but I will put the sword back in, and there he is. So thank you, Jay. This is awesome. Also looks like he could be with Zaragora there. They're matching tag team. Yeah. So, okay. So did that. Okay. I should have mentioned this with Creature Bazaar. So shame on me. Ed Kwong, because his big release at Decon was his jumbo larger Mechanicon, and this is so cool. So we had the little ones last year. I have the little one over there, love it, and the officially licensed Rankin Bass Mechanicon. It's great.
Yeah,
it's Mechanicon, and it's awesome, and it's sculpted beautifully, and it's painted excellently. And it's just wonderful. I don't know, like, if you're getting a Mechanicon, unless you can get like the vintage, Marusan, like this is the one you want to get.
Yeah, I agree.
This is so good. So good. And then staying on Creature Bazaar, because we spent some time, their booth was pretty close to us. It's always great. We had a great location this year.
I agree.
A lot, like all the places we wanted to go. Like we could see Enka Vinyl, we could see T-Base Japan, we could see Creature Bazaar, Jenny Cherry and Octeal, and Adam Pasquale of Mad World Toys, and they were literally across from us. Like we were in a good little area. But Creature Bazaar, every year they do their awesome, their T-shirted Kaiju. I think last year you picked up the Balton one, and there's some really cool ones. This year they went with one of my favorite Ultra 7 aliens, an Alien Cheeble. But he doesn't have arms, so it's like the shirt doesn't work. So he has his Creature Bazaar apron, and love him. He's so good. I love Alien Cheeble. The marbling on here is gorgeous. I don't have a lot of green and yellow combo on really anything, especially not this color. And the marbling is beautiful, and it's just great. And there is some soft glitter in here. Won't be able to see it on here, but there's some soft gold glitter flakes in there.
I see them.
Yeah, very cool. It's very subtle. It's like you don't notice it until you notice it. You're like, oh wow, extra. It's like finding that extra chicken McNugget when you're reaching around in there trying to find a chicken McNugget. So you wouldn't know that because you're vegan. I almost dropped Cheeble. Okay. So I have a couple more. I think I can push through this and let you do your gigantic haul. One thing I discovered for the first time, I didn't know if you knew about them beforehand. I sure as heck didn't. But I wasn't super familiar with our new favorite tokusatsu hero, Tanimon, from the Zaragana boys, Zaragani Works, and he was there in costume and doing his stuff. Maybe the best karaoke of the whole night.
I think it's probably a good thing. I mean, he wasn't in the competition, and I think that's probably a good. I think there's a reason why, because he was so captivating.
Oh my gosh! Yes, he literally did round and round better than Dead or Alive. But so he had sofubi toys of his own character, Tanimon, and it has that awesome Toei retro vibe. It looks awesome. This was a new colorway that they had with this red, and it was the last day, and I'm like, I have to have something to remember The first weekend I discovered Tanimon. And of course, like all good retro tokusatsu toys, the helmet comes off, and there is Mr. Sakamoto there. Sakamoto-san right there. And put that back on. So good. Cool toy.
Yeah.
Very good toy. Very well made. Oh my gosh. Like it really feels like it's it's a Medicom toy retro series because it is made by Medicom. So that helps. But it's so good. Yeah. What a cool toy.
It is a cool toy. I also did not know of this character before this show. I mean, we probably spent 30 minutes looking it up because we weren't sure if he was, a vintage character from a show or if it was just something made up. I was like, there's toys. What is happening? Yeah. But I love it. I love all of it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I was like, is this one that's like that? Was it like a obscure like indie film or like a fan made film? Was there a comic or a manga? Like, what's the inspiration? Because it is such a well designed. It fits in like the general vibe of 70s tokusatsu. So amazing stuff. Okay, so staying at the Creature Bazaar table, or back to the Creature Bazaar table. We spent a lot of time there, like I said. I am very proud to announce not only did I buy my first Draculaser piece, but I also bought my first Paul Kaiju piece. And I know, like where have I been, right? But I got this awesome Demon Clops from Draculaser. And I absolutely, I saw it. It was actually one of my first purchases at Decon. I think besides the wooden Pigmon and one thing that we both got that like might have been the main thing I was there for. This was like my first purchase. I just fell in love with it. I mean, Draculaser stuff is always quality wise and it's amazing. And I've never thought anything less than that. But like a lot of I don't collect yokai and he does a lot of other really cool stuff that doesn't fit necessarily my aesthetic. But this thing, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I love Cyclops and I love Demon Clops even better.
Yeah. He's a cool dude.
I felt a little bit more complete as a human being after picking that one up. But speaking of Paul Kaiju, now this was wacky because, I didn't have time to leave the booth to go over and enter in all the lotteries for all of Paul's stuff. And I mean, if you ever are feeling bad or having a bad day, go watch some Paul Kaiju videos. Literally the happiest, most optimistic, fun human being ever. And he was great. And so I walk over there at the end and I literally was not even expecting to find anything. And my favorite thing that he does is Pogo. I think his Pogo, it looks like a plesiosaur and has the swappable head with the little mini dinosaur monster. And there was one on the table. And my first thought is it's just like somebody at the table that's the one they're taking home. And the lady saw me lingering and I was like, and I asked, hey, is that y'all have any of those available or anything? And he's like, yeah, this last one. I'm like, can I have it? And no idea what it costs. And Paul's stuff is so inexpensive for the work he does.
Yeah.
So I was able to get, my favorite thing that he does is this amazing Pogo. So, this guy, said you can swap the heads, and I love this colorway, but this is just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is the little guy here. Look at that little guy. Rawr. So good. With a little snout, but
it's awesome. Yeah.
I said this was one of my favorite pieces that I picked up, and it was cool. And like I said, I just did not have that on my this is going to happen list. Was getting a Pogo, so that was great. A couple more things. I don't know if this was necessarily as crazy as the Shin last year when Medicom released it, but I do have to. I did go back and forth a lot on the Unraku drop, which was the mini 54 with the oxygen destroyer, and I went ahead and bought one, and I was able to pass one to a good friend, and then I had another one that I was like, okay, I'm going to keep this, and then I was like, I probably left the convention saying, you know what? I'll probably see if somebody wants it that didn't get it, and I'll probably just sell it to him for what we paid for it. Because it wasn't that it wasn't cool. It just was I thought it might have been a little bit overpriced. And I took it out of the bag, and I decided to keep it. I like it. I'm not as crazy about it as maybe some people are. I don't think it's as good as the Shin was last year. but it's pretty cool. And the reason I've liked it and it's grown on me actually isn't the reason you think. It's not because of the Oxygen Destroyer, because the Oxygen Destroyer is sweet. It's huge. It is a sofubi Oxygen Destroyer. Looks like a cocktail shaker, but it is it's awesome. But this little nugget right here, this little nugget, I know Unraku it's all about big and beefy, and he's little and beefy.
Mm-hmm.
I see him and I look at him, I'm like staring with him like this, and I'm like, hey, I think we can be friends. And so me and him are buddies now. He could be like a critter. I mean, he could make me eat those words, but I really like him way more than I thought. He looks great on the shelf with the Oxygen Destroyer. So he is going to live in the monster room here, at least for the foreseeable future. So yeah. Nice. And I was talking to the great Tom Whalen, one of our favorite artists in the world, and he actually brought up something. He goes, he wants like more in this scale to be made, and that's interesting concept. Like, what if Unraku does a whole separate line in this scale?
Yeah,
I wonder if that makes this more appealing.
It could. Yeah,
I'm curious, but anyway, very cool stuff. Love the Oxygen Destroyer, but that was probably my biggest emotional internal struggle the whole weekend was what to do with.
Because I think neither one of us liked that at first, and we're like, we're kind of let down by it.
I liked it, and then I think for the price, I was like, it doesn't feel like it's $100 more expensive than the Shin Godzilla. Like it doesn't.
I agree. Yeah,
and then I got it, and it's like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, when the money's already been spent and it's just sitting there. It's
if I were in your boat, I would have kept it too. Yeah. But if it were $200, I would have bought one myself. But
of course,
$325, I was just out on that.
Yeah, and I think I was, and it grew on me, and eventually it beat me. It defeated me. Yeah. So only a couple more things, and I'll end on the one that I know we'll share. It'll be a nice transition because, but. My biggest purchase, I think single biggest purchase maybe, was from Kevin over at Vintage Selection. And it was one that I was eyeballing, but didn't pull the trigger until the very, very, very last day. And this is from Go Godman, Ike Godman, the Toho series. This is this amazing Godman. Look at him. He's so cool.
Very cool.
I love this. And the packaging is great. It comes in bag and with the backer card and everything. So it's really cool. And then you and I went down a little Godman rabbit hole on just like some of the episodes in the Toho monsters that they reused from like Sanda and Gyra and Gorosaurus and Kamibus and all of those. Like it's just a little bit of everybody. So it's just very cool. Hopefully they will release these in English at some point with English subtitles at some point, because I would love to watch Godman and then Green Man, the other Toho series that followed it, and it would be amazing. But I love this guy. He looks so good on the shelf. And like, it's Godman.
Yeah.
It's Godman.
Gotta have him.
Okay, the last two artists are the highlights. The artists themselves. The toys that we got are great, but I think it's bigger than that. Number one, and you've heard me talk a long time about this on a couple episodes, and I still will to this day defend, like, in our time of really loving sofubi and you and I having this show, there's been a handful of artists or toy companies that have really been disruptors in the space. I always say that because it does not necessarily positive or negative, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel Unraku, speaking of one, it changed a lot, and it came in with a new style to represent Kaiju and Godzilla specifically, but like even outside of that, even freaking Gizmo, and it does and Warlords of Atlantis, and it's that style as a disruptor, and it really, I think, helped expand other artists to even go wilder and crazier with some of their designs. I think Neo Player One has been a big disruptor for a lot of reasons, business practices and accessibility, but also style. Everything you can tell is Neo Player One, and I do think the new kid on the block and disruption in a positive way. And I absolutely adore them. I've collected everything they've released, have everything else pre-ordered as Enka Vinyl. And how cool was it to see them at DCon talking about what they have coming up, having some stuff to buy, their style on display. They are, to me, they are the next thing that I think really is going to have a lasting impact, like Unraku, like Neo Player One. So kudos to Enka Vinyl, and I loved everything. It was nice to meet all the people there. Their owner Takasan came over and introduced himself. It was very cool, and I was able to pick up, because I have the Godzillas, but I don't have any of the Ultra Kaiju, and I got to get some that I missed. But I did get the 3 they had there in Hydra, Gabora, and Bolton. So I got Hydra there. Look at him. Hello. I love the pink on pink. This one is so good. Like, it's so, I just love it look straight up. Oh my God. So funny. And the Bolton, one of my favorite Boltons.
Yeah.
So Enka Vinyl, I really don't know what more to say about them. They are awesome. They are one of my favorite toy makers, and their Godzilla Parade series, I think, is going to go down as one of the best modern sofubi lines in history.
It is. 100%.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, 100%.
And then the last thing I got, and I know you got these as well. I think when you and I on the, the 18 hours of car time we had or whatever it was, we probably talked about this one the most, and that was Tofu Monsters, part of Permafrost Grocer, that was making their U.S. debut. They were the one artist that, of course, they were on the other side of the whole freaking arena and Coliseum as us. So, that was crazy. But we were able to sneak in there right at the very beginning because, we had that luxury of scouting it out, and we were first in line, and we were able to get Tofu Monster, Pigmon, McDonald's fries, and hamburger. So the greatest toys ever.
Yep.
I think the difference between this year and last year was I didn't go in necessarily with any, like, I have to have this toy or it'll be sad. I think these crept into that space. And that's not a good place to be because, like, you can always get disappointed and ruin the weekend.
Easy to get let down that way.
Yeah, especially when there were, 4 of the burger guys?
Yeah.
And we got 2 of them?
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, people, if you look at this and you're like, that is not for me, then once again, go see a doctor.
Yeah.
Like, this is so cool. And I mean, the fries are absurd. And because I was there and I was like, hey, well, since you have these out, he said he had 2 left over from the Taipei Toy Festival. So I did pick up one of his normal little tofu monsters, and normal, I guess, is a relative word there. But I got this little rainbow one from the Taipei Toy Fest. So, Mr. Walsh, those are my pickups from D-Con.
Dude, crazy pickups. So
I'm very happy. I like going back through them. And I the good news is I know where all of these are going to go. You saw me. I was in the midst of reorging my monster room.
Yeah.
And I have open spaces now, which is great.
It looks great. Yeah, it looks great in there.
So I'm excited that these guys will have a home and I don't have to shove them behind somebody. So, also, if you're ever in need somebody to help you decorate your monster room or organize your stuff, don't take my almost 5-year-old son, because I asked him, I got this toy and I go, hey, Jackson, can you please run this upstairs? And you can pick where you want to put him on the new shelf I got for kind of all my designer toys. And I go up there. And Jackson went to sleep. Couldn't find him. I was like, what the hell did he do with my new mecha virus? Like, what the heck is going on? Oh yeah, he said he just, and so I found him. He was hidden behind all the other toys. Like that is not how you display, buddy.
That's not where it goes.
We're gonna have a father-son sit down on. Hey, you don't take a mecha virus, Aztec eyes on, and hide him behind some stuff.
Yeah.
Life lessons. Anyway, I'll shut up now. That's all you.
You're good, Jay. Oh, hey, real quick, I'll start off with, just because you were just talking about Permafrost, we also got this little set of finger puppets, the Kanagon, Dada, and Garamon, Pigmon here, and they're squishy.
Oh, that's awesome.
The only thing, Jay, I don't know if you seen these guys, got a good look at them, but he's got like an eyeball in the back of his... I don't know, because the other 2 are pretty straightforward. Mm-hmm. Like this is pretty straightforward, Pigmon and Dada, and then this dude, I was like, is there a Kanagon that has that I'm unaware of? I don't know, but these are cool. And they're little finger puppets. They're I love them. I got a lot of finger puppets this weekend.
I know. I don't know what that says about you, man.
I don't either. But that was my thing. Jay, I'll start also with some pickups that I got outside of Decon. I know you showed this off on your episode that it was just you, so I don't have to talk about it too much. But I also got the history of Japanese mascots cool book.
Very cool book.
Anybody should pick this up. And then remember a couple weeks ago, I showed off that Godzilla -1 Blu-ray.
Yes.
Well, I got the Shin Godzilla,
Nice.
and it's four discs, got all kinds of stuff. It's got the black and white in there, and this really awesome case booklet and stuff. So
yeah, I saw a lot of people posting that was arriving, so that's cool.
Yeah, was happy to get that.
Now, has Jess watched Shin Godzilla?
I think we watched it a while back. Like
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the first ones we
Very cool.
watched. Yeah. I just want to show this real quick. I know this doesn't completely fit in with Kaiju, but we were talking about this movie on the way. This is another physical media release that I picked up. And it's not quite a Kaiju, but it's Dino De Laurentiis. So same, people who did the 70s Kong, and it also involves a giant animatronic creature. It's the white buffalo.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yes, is based Charles Bronson. It's based on Moby Dick, and it has a cool giant animatronic animal. So it's not quite a kaiju, but I just wanted to show that off.
I think he might be a kaiju. He might be a kaiju.
He can be. Let's see.
Any white buffalo toys?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna. I'm sure there's plenty of toys that are white buffaloes. But all right, Jay. So I picked these up. I won a lottery and got these.
I know what these are.
It feels like months ago.
I think I know what these are.
I want to look and make sure I get the toy maker's name right because I can't. It's the Instagram is Jido Toys, Jido Toys, and they make these little handmade. They're basically Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
they're like little plushies, and they got the beans in them. And I am not even familiar with who these two characters are.
the first one is that not just what's his name, Teleston?
Sure, probably.
I think so.
I'm not as up on all of my Ultra Monsters as you are.
Yeah.
But what sold me in this set, Jay, was the Canagon, which is the only one I've opened so far. But yeah, these little handmade, I love. He's got the strings here and the eyes. These are beautiful.
That's
these
really
are,
good, dude.
These are well crafted. I just love these little guys. Plush is not something I'm usually going to be buying.
Yeah.
But these kind of things really feel nostalgic and vintage to me, and they feel like something you would see in Japan. So I loved them, jumped on them.
I think the Canagon is awesome, but also I'm trying to find his name here. Like he's in Return of Ultraman. He starts with a Y.
This guy.
I always can never remember like how to say his name, but he's I think you would like that episode because he's a little bit of one of those kind of like Dodongo or Siabozu. Like you kind of feel bad for him. He's not a bad guy.
Now,
oh my god, it's gonna bug me.
They have some really cool Pigmons and Garamons too. That wasn't available when I picked these up, but
Are they based in Japan?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay, cool. I'd never heard until you showed me that when you said you got that one. I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yamataranse or Yamatarans or whatever. Yeah, he's one of my he's so cool looking. There's some really good toys of him too.
Yeah.
Sorry,
good.
Didn't mean to distract.
No, you're good.
That was gonna bug me.
So to keep on my physical media section here, Jay, you gifted me this next one, and I was so excited to receive this, and you showed this off here on the show, but I'll do a quick show.
Yeah,
you gifted me the Ultra Family English lesson.
It felt right.
briefcase. And just for anybody who maybe didn't see, it's got all the instructions still in it. And it is 3 VHS of teaching children how to speak English. And it also has a box of like cards, like flashcards. So it's like just a briefcase of VHS with Ultraman and Booska and everybody you'd want to be in there. It has all the instructions. It has the order form for the others. This is a complete set here. And what I really love is the order form has like the other sets that are available.
Yeah. It's like a checklist.
We're going to have to find all of it. This is beautiful. This is such a great gift.
It's a cool case.
It's a cool case. Yeah. I wanted to like dress like the Blues Brothers and handcuff it to me. Just walk around.
In your Bull Airs Ultraman shoes. Well, the reason I gave it to you, Jake, isn't because I like you or anything. It's I just didn't feel your English was up to snuff, and I just figured you needed the other part of the set. So
that's it.
That's it. So now hopefully you'll know how to say words like orange and milk or whatever.
I did because of the cards. I learned how to say apple.
Yes. Good. We're making progress.
This is beautiful. Thank you.
And also, I mean, it just felt weird that wasn't in your collection.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, no, it's true. I mean, it's like,
yeah,
there's just some things. It's like it fits checks all of the Jacob Walsh boxes.
Exactly. I got one more physical media piece that I was able to. It was waiting for me when I got back from Decon. I got this from Chance Priest.
The great Chance Priest.
Watching these on Wednesday, watching the Chance Priest auctions, and he had a VHS copy of Pulgasari, and I needed it because I hadn't owned this. Yeah, I didn't own a VHS of Pulgasari. I love Pulgasari. He had this clamshell, awesome copy.
I've never seen that. I've never seen Pulgasari. I've never seen that VHS.
I looked it up. I looked it up because it's got the company. It's like Maniac Video, and I don't think Maniac Video exists anymore.
Okay.
This isn't like a vintage copy, but apparently, like, okay, so there's no like good official releases of Pulgasari. Yeah. All the releases of Pulgasari are basically bootlegs, and this was a company that specialized in putting out movies that are hard to find. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, it's a VHS of Pulgasari, and I needed it. So thank you, Chance Priest.
I love that. I mean, I love the cover and everything. I think it's
awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. All right.
Hey, speaking of Chance Priest, one of my favorite highlights of Decon this year was we drove up on Wednesday night, so we got to, while we're driving up, we did the auction, and you actually helped me win 2 things. They haven't arrived yet, otherwise I would have showed them off. Yeah. But I was very excited. But that was so fun. That was like a nice little bonus.
It was fun, and it was fun to like be bidding for you because it felt like I was buying things, but I wasn't spending any money. So I was like, we should bid again.
I know, yeah. I got another five.
Yeah, I was like, we can go higher, Jay. We can go $10 more. All right, we'll get into Decon stuff. And I want to show this off first because this came from Chaz. This was a gift from Chaz. And he got this from Toy Art Gallery. I sadly don't know the actual maker artist here, but really fun. Sofubi the Fly. It just says tag, and it has the initials JH on the bottom. So
Joseph Harmon, is it? Like that does the like refrigerator Dino Bites that are not refrigerator.
Oh, I don't.
Let me see. I'll see. I'll find that up. Well, you do this. Well, you go. And I'm going to find that because I think that's who it is, but I can't remember.
Maybe it is. Thank you, Chaz. It's going in my horror Sofubi shelf, which I have. So. Another gift, but this I'm very touched by this gift. This is a collection that I do collect, tin toys. Mr. Johnny Cock brought me this vintage Ultra 7 tin toy here. Hey, this is my first Ultra 7 anything.
7
And yeah, so I got him, and he's going on the shelf with the tin toys and the Bullmark the metal toys and stuff. So
Well, Johnny's the best, and he's just
he's awesome.
He's literally like he's an awesome artist, but like he's also super awesome human. And I don't have him with me, but I have to tell you, so Johnny was nice enough. He brought some of his own prints of K-pop demon hunters, and my daughter, they're already framed in her room. And my son took the Godzilla and Ghidorah, the baby one, and then one of the Ninja Turtle prints that you gave, and they are framed in his room. They're already on the walls. That awesome. Was all the stuff that I brought back from Designer Con. The K-pop demon hunters prints were like number one with a bullet. So thank you, Johnny. Thank you for the snacks. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that sucks about Johnny is he has to live up in Canada. I'd wish he could come live close to us and hang out. You know, like he's just a good dude.
Yeah, he was a good dude. I liked hanging out. Cool. Jay, this next thing also came from Toy Art Gallery. Now, I'm just a little bit of a cheating because this one Jess bought, but she bought it, but I'm showing it off because it's in my house. So we got...
I'm going to start calling you out on this stuff. Is that yours or Jess's?
Well, look how cool it is. This is ours. This is the Pachimon on TV guide. This is just... He's just rad. I like
that.
It.
Was one of the coolest toys on that whole tag. How they had like layered shells. That one and another toy I know you're going to show off later were the ones that were like, oh, and it is Joseph Harmon that does the fly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah.
This guy's awesome. All right, what do we got? Oh, this was my first pickup of the con from Toku Toy Town. So, yeah, you had this really fun Bandai, fluffy, flocked, fuzzy Busca, and there was zero chance I wasn't going to buy this. It's very cool. I'd never seen it before. It's from the year 2000, and it's so I mean, perfectly looks like the costume.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. This was a no-brainer.
Don't you think the fuzzy Busca should be like a cocktail or something? Like that
fuzzy
is like
Busca.
I mean, it's something, or maybe a club.
Somebody call Thirsty Thursday and tell him to make a
fuzzy Busca.
Fuzzy Busca. Who was also at the show.
He was also, yeah, we love Adam. Oh yeah. All
right. This next one's name is Dewey. From the artist Aaron McNaught.
Yeah.
And what a weirdo he is. I don't know. We just thought he looked cool. This was another Jess pickup, but I very highly encouraged her to get it for the house because I just thought we needed it.
She needs to paint that.
Yeah, she wants to.
I think that would be great.
She wants to paint it. Yeah, he just looks cool. He looks like he's made of worms.
Yeah, he does.
Like I like it.
I like Dewey.
He's cool.
I mean, the name fits him too. Like it's perfect.
I agree. Yeah. Let's see, Jay. All right. Oh, let me show off Attack Peter from Mondo. Mondo had a lot of really great stuff this weekend. Like
all Godzilla all the time.
All Godzilla, all great stuff. And Peter was so kind as to give me this really cool 84. A sculpt that I did not already own. So I'm happy to put this on the shelf with some of my other Mondo guys. And look at these colors.
I know, very cool colorway. Very, very, very cool.
Yeah, it looks like you can eat it.
Yeah.
Don't, but.
Oh, hey, actually, real quick, Jake, do you mind? Like, so I want to, Mondo, I totally forgot this because I don't have it with me, but I do want to call out, Mondo's booth was great, but I did have one pickup there, and I grabbed the screenshot of it. Aaron John Gregory's Monster Island print was, I think, so good. So I'm going to pop it up here. This one right here. And look, there's Tom Wayland and Attack Peters, and there were some of the best artists in the world, and this one really just like stood out. I think it's so awesome. I'm so excited to get it framed and hung up next to, oddly enough, next to some Tom Wayland and Attack Peter prints. But I absolutely love that one, and that was like, I wish, probably by design. In the back of my head, I didn't spend as much time in the Mondo booth because there was so much good stuff there, but I had to pick up that print. I wasn't going to leave without it. It was one of my favorite things at the convention.
I agree. Yeah, same. It was really cool. All those prints were really good. It's hard when you're in a place like Decon and there's just so much good shit everywhere. Whew. All right. So I got a couple things here that aren't really toys, but I picked them up. This actually, Jay, you gave to me. And I need you to explain to me one more time what it even is.
I don't even know.
But you gave me this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those, what do they call them? Punch bags or something like that. But yeah. I don't know what you actually do with them, but this is what the instructions told me to do with it.
You just fill it with air? How did you...
You just tie it up?
You just tie it up the end?
Yeah. What are those called? Oh, my God. It's going to bug me. That's going to bug me now.
Yeah.
Punch bags or whatever.
I don't know. It's going to go in my room, though. But
yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah, very good.
I didn't know when I bought that at G-Fest. I didn't know it came with 3. Yeah, like pop bags. What are they called? Oh my God, it's gonna bug me.
Are you supposed to fill them up with air and then pop them?
Yeah.
At a birthday party. Well,
I think so.
would never do that. I would never pop these bags.
Somebody can help me. There's a name for them. I just can't remember what
it's all good. All good. I also bought a couple blind box things, which is not usually my deal, but there was a table that had some blind boxes, and they had some yokai blind boxes. So I picked up these little. I got these 2 yokai for the yokai shelf. Cool. Yeah, so got those little guys for the yokai shelf, but also as far as blind boxes go. There were these blind boxes that were like tokusatsu and Ultraman things, but they weren't toys. I bought 3 of them, but my third one I think I left in my suitcase. But the 2 things I wanted the most I got, and one was this little vintage. It like looks like a vintage coin purse.
Yeah.
This was my number 1 want, so I got that. And then the other
Fireman and Lanosaurus, and that I had the Lanosaurus toy, the Max toy of the monster at the booth.
Oh yeah, the little weird fat dude.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I really wanted, I also got, and it was this cool little toad.
Yes. With the Jumborgs, yeah.
So I like this stuff. It looks very vintage to me, and I like displaying this kind of stuff among my toys. So
they capture that aesthetic so well.
Yeah. It looks great. So got that stuff. All right. Okay. Next thing. So from this artist Andrew McLean, I've followed him for a while, and this is his his original comic with his character, the Snarlagon, and his art is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's just really good stuff. I saw that he was going to be at the show, and he had some toys as well. He's got toys of his Snarlagon. So I was able to pick one up, and I got this guy. Now he had some that were painted, but they were sold out by the time I got to his booth. But he had this one, and I just love that it looks like a jade statue.
Yeah, 100% looks like
it feels good. All these like bubbles.
Yeah, like it was hand carved.
It's just an awesome design. So I was really happy to get this guy. So, all right. Where are we at? So I got a couple small things here. You know, Jenny Cherry was across from us, and I didn't get any like crazy big pieces from her this time, but I did grab one of her little like Daruma doll cats. It's just beautiful. It's just like a simple, beautiful design, and the red and the gold kept staring at me from right across. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna." I love when that happens. Yeah, I was like, "I'm gonna go buy that." So I had to go pick that up from her. Another small thing I picked up from the Marusan booth was this Asuka Kubo painted finger puppet. I really wanted to get something painted by her, and this is what we got, and I love it. Yeah, it's cool.
It's so cool.
Another finger puppet.
I love the Maruman finger puppets. They're very cool.
They're so cool. Yeah. All right, here we go. We'll do the David Kaufman stuff.
Yes.
He was walking around and but he also had some figures at the Toy Art Gallery booth, and again was looking at it all weekend, wanted it, but didn't pick it up. And then I was like, I have to get it. It's still there. It's staring at me. I had to pick up another Kappa Briner. This is my third Kappa Briner. Is one of my favorite sculpts of all time. It's so good. It's probably the best Kappa toy I've ever seen. And this is one of his one-off Halloween ones, so I had to have it. And it was like a killer price. So I picked this up. And then Jess picked up one of his, what is it called?
Pickle burglar?
Pickle burglar. Yeah. So Jess picked up one of the pickle burglars, and it's same body as the Kappa, but with a different head.
Yeah, with like the spectral frog.
The spectral frog head. Yep, there you go. So, but we just love these. He makes amazing stuff.
He's very good.
Yeah, and speaking of,
how is that toy still there on Sunday? Like, really, literally, how is that still
it made
there?
me annoyed. It was annoying me that it was still there, and that's why I was like, well, I have to fucking buy it. It's there because clearly it was made for me, I guess. That's why it's still there, because I haven't bought it yet, so I went and bought it. But speaking of both the Kappa Briner and Jenny Cherry, I just sent off a blank Kappa Briner to Mexico for Jenny Cherry to paint, and I am so excited to see what that's going to look like.
Yeah. I wonder if this is her first time to paint a cucumber mobile.
Yeah, I don't know. I happen to have a pink blank, and I'm like, oh, it's perfect. So just sent it out. Oh, man.
I mean, she's the best.
She's the best, dude.
She's the best.
All right, a couple more things. Hey, remember what I said about finger puppets? I got these from Mushroom Toys.
Oh, the Mushroom Toys. Yeah.
These are so cool. They both have nipples. They're like, so it's like Biollante kind of, and Mechagodzilla kind of. They both have little clasper hands, and they both have nipples, and they both I don't know. These are cool. These are two of the toys that I knew I was going to pick up. Like I was like, I want those. I will buy them. So super reasonably priced. Insane how cheap these were. But I had to have them. I just love them. They're cool.
They were really cool. I know we talked about those a lot on the drive up. I was glad that you were able, because you never know with they literally could have bought one of each, right? Like you just never know. So I was glad that you were able to grab one of those. And they were also really close to our booth. Lucky us.
Yeah. They were right by the booth. And they also have and I kind of regretted, they had two more. They had like a King Ghidorah, but I didn't love the paint on the King Ghidorah. It was very different. I didn't like it. But then they also had two Baltons, or Baltons.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I remember seeing those.
But one was a mecha. Balloons. Okay. One was like a mecha Balton, and one was like a non-mecha Balton. And I was like, oh, they were the same, with the hands up and the So you were talking about Enka Vinyl right by Mushroom Toys. I bought my first Enka Vinyl figure, and I got their 54 Godzilla. I'm really happy to get it. I wish they would have had more of those Godzilla figures available because, like you said, they're the best thing in the world.
They are.
But I got this guy. Very happy to have him.
Yeah, when those start hitting like the larger part of their wave, the 54 and 62 are out there, but when the larger part of that Godzilla Parade series hits, it's gonna be nuts, man. They're gonna be like, they're gonna. And hey, some of the stuff that they've seen, if you follow them on Instagram, but like seeing like their images and stuff of the prototypes of some of the other stuff they have coming that are a different scale, and oh my gosh, and their collab series like the animated Hedorah, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's a lot of good stuff.
All good stuff.
Couple more things. So talking about Kevin at the Pristine Art booth, I did get a few things over there. I got this. Hey, guess what? More finger puppets. This is some yokai set. Now it's based on a show and a manga that I've seen photos from. I'm not super familiar with. I've never read. I've never watched the show, but it's yokai, and I love yokai. So I picked it up. There is like what looks to be I don't know, like a piece of sentient piece of toilet paper.
Of course.
This is Towley from South Park. Look at his eyes. There's a bowl of soup with an
The
eyeball.
bowl of soup with the eyeball is my favorite. I'm not
There's
familiar with that yokai, but
yeah, I just love all of these. So I had to pick that up.
It's so crazy. I'm trying to look up the name because we looked it up and like did a little bit of research on the show, and I can't remember now what it was.
I found it, but because I just ended up doing a Google Translate on the box.
Yeah.
And but I completely forgot it. I'm sure people watching are going to know it because it's pretty popular.
Yeah.
I just can't remember.
Like Kitaro or something like that. Yeah.
No, it's like 3 words. But I can't remember it. So, but also from Kevin, he had a couple things that are like really up my toy alley. And one of those things, he had this ceramic.
Oh God, that thing's so awesome.
Lucky Godzilla bank. I love this. He had 2 ceramic banks that were in the same style, and I really wanted to get them both, but I was like, I'm a decon, chill out. I had to, yeah. So, but I picked this one up. I thought this was the best of the 2. Yeah. Had to grab that.
Okay, I found it, Jake. It's I don't want to. I might not be pronouncing it right, but it's Ge no Kitaro, and it's
that's it.
Also known as Hakaba Kitaro, is a Japanese manga in the 1960s by Shigeru Mizuki. Best known for its popularization of yokai.
Yeah, there you go.
There's your little guys right there. Cool. Now we know. Now we have a manga we can go read. Sorry, not to interrupt. But that was good.
The last thing that I got from Kevin, and this was an early pickup for me of the whole weekend. I saw it and was like, well, that's a buy. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much it is. I need it because this was on my top 10 this year. This was
the top 10 wishlist pickup alert.
You caught me off guard.
Well, on my top 10 this year, one of my categories was Ultraman Kids, which I watched a good bit of since the last time we've done an episode, but we didn't have time for that.
We should do a whole episode on Ultraman Kids.
I think we should because look at this.
It's so great.
This is the coolest toy I own. This is the coolest toy I own. First of all, I'm surprised how big it was. It's awesome. His arms move, which it's kind of weird to me that his arms move because he's doing the thing, but if you move his arms at all, it just looks like he's silly. It's like he doesn't know how to do it.
It's like Vogue.
So it's weird to me that it moves, but his head moves, and I was like, is this a bank or something? But it doesn't have. It's not. It's not a bank, but it's kind of like it looks like a bank. I don't know. Anyway, this is cool.
That is,
I love this.
That is one of in person one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
It's going in the middle of my Ultraman train set.
I love that.
I'm bringing this to Christmas at my mom's, and I'm gonna buy a little Santa hat for him.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, how's that almost like it'd be so like he's holding a bag over his shoulder too, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I got one more pickup also from Toku Toy Town. This is one of those toys that like I was kind of looking at it all weekend. You had it on the shelf, and every time I do a show with you or something, there's always like one thing that I'm like, it will catch my attention, and I'll kind of wait throughout the weekend and see if you have it left towards the end of the show. And if you do, it's mine. So, speaking of Enraku, I had to get this guy.
I love this guy so much.
I just like we've said all we need to say about Enraku. They're amazing. But one of the things that I love about sofubi is when it makes me like something I wouldn't normally like, and any of the Millennium Godzillas are not huge in my they're not high up there. I don't own any Millennium Godzilla anything, but this sculpt and this purplish pink color, it's just awesome. It looks like a big piece of candy. I am proud to have a growing Enraku collection. It's got a little bit of a spine gap there, but that's my only knock against it. I love this toy. So thank you, Jay.
Oh, you're welcome. And it looks like the spines from here look like fruit leather. They look like it could be a fruit roll up or something like that.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Very
eat it.
cool. I'm not going to eat this one, but this was my last. This is my last pickup of the show,
Wow.
and I love it.
I don't know how we survived, man. I don't know how we survived Decon. Too much good stuff.
It's a lot.
Yeah. It really is. And hey, here's the thing, and overwhelmingly very, 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 very positive on Decon. One of the things that was a bummer, and I hope that they killed it sales wise, but like selfishly as a bummer, was if you remember from last year, I think where I spent the most money. Well, we knew Max Toy Co. wasn't going to be there this year. Mark was doing his awesome signing down in LA, so like totally understand. But the one that was there, that like it's almost like they said, "Hey, we're going to bring everything that you would like, Jay and Jake last year, and then this year we're not going to bring any of it." Was Toy Cube.
Yeah.
They had none of the mascot stuff. They had none of the Tomonosuke stuff. And they had a lot of other things, but I just was like, they were such
they had a basketball
they had a basketball goal
set up this year.
and their official Decon basketballs. But like it was just crazy last year. Like you go in and it's like a store within the building, and there's just like rows and rows of amazing tokusatsu stuff. And then they had their whole like history of Astro Boy stuff.
Yeah.
And this year it was just like it was other things. And hey,
it was just very different.
I hope they sold everything out and they're amazing and they're awesome.
Same.
But it just was like I wasn't prepared for that. I was like, I know I'm going to buy a couple things from these guys and these guys. So that was like I would say the one besides Mark and Max not being there, that was the one like personal bummer. Is like just like that's where. But I was able to take that money and buy Tanemon and Enka Vinyl and some other things.
Yeah, it was different for sure. But it was good. It's a good show. I really loved it. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to having a couple months of Kaiju downtime because I can't afford one more toy right now.
Oh.
And I mean, like, also, like, I know I showed off like 2 toys that Jess bought there, but she bought a bunch of fucking toys too.
Yeah. Oh,
and she got, I'm literally staring at her Mecha Godzilla, right over there in the next room. I got to find places to put all this stuff and for the next big show.
Well, it's nuts if you really take a step back and you think about it. G-Fest was in the middle of July.
Yeah.
A month, and you have Comic-Con. Thank goodness Comic-Con wasn't overly kaiju, right? Like if it was like if Mondo decided to do a kaiju thing or Super 7 had toys that you wanted or something like that, like if there was a big thing, like you had Comic-Con, but and then Kaiju Go is buying a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. So like you kind of lose track of how much stuff you buy because it's like I gotta get this before it goes out. And that's a huge show. And it isn't that long from August to November where you have Decon.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
I mean, you could buy a whole entire like Life's collection in those 3 shows. It's not
exactly,
but it's worth it.
It is worth it, and I hope if anybody's listening and you're on the fence about going to any of these shows, the answer is go to all of them.
Yeah.
A,
B, C, it's D, all of the above. Yes.
There you go. All of the above. I think that's good advice to leave the show on. I'm glad we're back. I'm glad we got a lot of good toys. And I guess we'll see everybody in a couple of weeks. Jay, you got anything else?
No. Just go buy some Pigmons that look like hamburgers.
Do it. Buy some hamburger Pigmons. Bye.